adventurer. Please, come in. Are you just returning from having a drink? Praise for you has been abundant in my circles. I simply couldn't resist extending an invitation to meet. Sir Roy came back carrying Lady Jarette. I suppose you were her drinking companion? I first perceived you as a young, ambitious upstart, seeking to rise above their station, but it seems Lady Jarette saw something more in you I may have overlooked. So, what brings you to me? For you, I can spare the time. Let's be frank. The lives of Serendians have changed little under Calphion's rule. His Grace has always been a king to his people, and I'm merely ruling in accordance to his wishes. Recently, due to issues with our finances, we've had to raise taxes. Rest assured, it's only a temporary measure. But ever since that war, since our defeat, Serendia has been robbed of the opportunity to grow stronger as a nation. Our country may have lost the war, and our king his crown, but the victors did not strip us of our autonomy. While we may appear free to politic in our people's best interest, Calphion continues to chip away at our rights one by one. Take the Black Crystal Extraction Mill, for instance. Anything produced there is automatically property of Calphion. The Black Crystals hold the potential to make our nation a political superpower, yet we are not even allowed to study and research them. Calphion crushed us because of those black crystals, and now they're taking them from our lands too. I yearn for my homeland to become a country of greater strength, a country that won't be infringed upon by foreign nations. The first step will be to reclaim the rights to the extraction mill. With those resources, we will be able to accomplish even greater feats. It won't be an easy task, which is why Serendia needs more talents like you. If you agree, I plan to introduce you to His Grace tomorrow. The wealth and honor I promised will follow. If you view it as just another slick politician's rhetoric for the nation, it might be hard to grasp. I too am a citizen of a defeated country. The horrors of war were an unavoidable fate for my family as well. Indeed, my youth was a hedonistic blur of boozing, womanizing, and gambling. After the war, my life changed. It's not the most exciting tale, but would you care to listen? My father was once Lord Constable of Serendia. Then one day, he was exiled. He was accused of deeply offending the king. As the scales tipped, I lived recklessly. I wallowed in the arms of a woman named Roxanne. Alfonso, ever earnest, had eyes only for Princess Jarette. I wished him the best. Then, suddenly, the Princess of Calphion, who was married to one of the princes of Serendia, died. Calphion pinned the blame on Serendia and waged war against us. In the ensuing war, my father was killed. Consumed with anger and grief, I enlisted in the army alongside Alfonso. I still remember the moment I reclaimed my father's sword from the blood-soaked battlefield. We were on the cusp of victory when Princess Jarette was taken hostage. Alfonso proposed the formation of a rescue party. His intentions were clear. He wanted to make a name for himself, elevate his status, and win the heart of his love. However, it was I who ended up rescuing the princess locked in the tower. Alfonso, unable to contain his eagerness, wounded his leg. The rescue operation did not go as intended. General Cliff used me as a decoy to escape with the princess. As a strategist, it was the obvious choice. I was left to survive by the skin of my teeth and return to hiding. Upon my return, I learned Serendia had been defeated. The king had surrendered and was now a duke. The Calpheon army then swept across Serendia, reducing Monvedel to ruins as a stark example. Then I began courting Jarette. Alfonso, in shock from all that transpired, went into seclusion. A year later, when the Duke returned from the war tribunal, Jarette and I pledged to marry. In that moment, the sole survivor of a crumbling family became the heir to an entire country. Shortly after, I became Grand Chamberlain, overseeing affairs of state in the Duke's stead. Now, with unfettered access to our nation's secrets, I learned of everything that had occurred during the war. My parents passed away while resisting Calpheon's attack on the Western Front. That tragedy was avoidable and born entirely from General Cliff's misjudgments. I couldn't stand the sight of him, so I demoted him and sent him to the outskirts of Balanos. Calpheon then constructed a black crystal extraction facility in the Western Swamp, keeping its output for themselves. It was only then that I came to understand the princess's death had been but an excuse to wage war, to obfuscate their true intentions. Moreover, the subject of my youthful affections, Roxanne Fiazza, was discovered to be a Calpheonian spy. By plunging Serendia's royal family into chaos, Calpheon created an excuse to attack. She orchestrated the princess's kidnapping and delivered Calpheon their victory on a silver platter. There were many questions I wished to ask her, but alas, she had already taken her own life. Ever since then, I've been living desperately to set things right again. Calpheon stole everything from my country. Everything from me. My family, my country, everything. Feels good to get that tale off my chest after so long. Give my proposal some thought and let me know what you decide. An opportunity like this doesn't knock twice. I trust you understand. And yes, it pertains to the White Witch you've been seeking. There's a theory suggesting she's connected to the disappearances we're investigating in southern Serendia. But for now, evidence is merely circumstantial, so there's not much to go on. I'll let you know as soon as we have something solid. I've prepared a special meal for you. The cook here is quite skilled, so please, give it a try.
meeting Sir Jordan. How did it go? Did he say anything? So, even though he didn't say it outright, an intense fury for Calpheon burns within him. Well, there's nothing more we can do for now. Let's get some rest and reconvene tomorrow. It's nothing luxurious, but I've arranged a room for you. I hope you sleep soundly. Shan Merchant Guild would bring great profit to Heidel. Why can't they understand that?
Jordan, what could he have done to provoke such a response from Cap?
How could this happen? Tell me! Why are they tormenting us like this? Adventurer, what are we to do?
Don't cry, Lady Jarrett. The heir of Serendia should not shed tears over such matters.
Calpheon ordered us to disband our army by day's end. Hence, even I was summoned from Balanos. The imp issue is far from resolved, yet they demand a hasty disbandment. This spells trouble. Jordan, what could he have done to provoke such a response from Calpheon?
To be forced to dismiss the army at a time like this? Joe, what will you do now?
Ah, it's your first time laying eyes on me, unhelmed. It is I, Baron Alfonso Rundi of Monverdel. Once the power of the Black Stone faded, I regained my true form. Handsome, aren't I? The disbandment order applies to my domain as well, so I rushed here to inform His Grace. I'm just waiting here while the Grand Chamberlain is having a private audience with him. Why did I drag myself to Heidel? Did you not already knock some sense into me? Thanks to Lady Isabel, I've managed to reconcile with Jerry. Not quite there yet with Joe, though. Even though they rule over us, it's an order I simply cannot comprehend.
Did you rest well? The world has changed overnight. It appears we have another busy day ahead. Captain Cliff has urgently requested my assistance. The disbandment order was issued because of what the Shadow Knights did. The Shadow Knights have long been deemed heretics in Calpheon, and Calpheon has persistently sought to address this thorn in its side. Following your visit to the extraction mill, they struck under cover of night, laying waste to the place. It must have been Sir Edmund who reported the incident to Calpheon, and then the disbandment order was delivered by dawn. Heretics were discovered in the Protectorate. Thus, the need to root out potential traitors justified their order to disband.
What? Oh, don't tell me! You're framing him? What, are you a spy from Calpheon? Huh?
Lady Jarrett, please, calm down. This adventurer is merely a wanderer who awoke with no memories.
Oh my. Come to think of it, Lady Jarrett was the first person to have met the adventurer after they awoke.
That's right, Jerry. Think about it. Remember all they've done for us. They probably didn't even know who the Shadow Knights were.
What business did the Grand Chamberlain have with them? Was it black crystals? Sacrificial offerings of virgins and children?
The king? The Shadow Knights seek a king now? Master Alustin, it was just as you surmised.
Indeed. It seems they aim to revive the Monarch of Darkness, Belmorn.
Belmorn?
Captain, was Belmore not the old king who ruled the fallen Hexa Kingdom?
Lady Jarrett, our chief concern should be the disbandment order. I need you to persuade the Grand Chamberlain to accept Calpheon's terms. In the meantime, we will uncover the lair of those specters and drive off those scoundrels for good.
What are you talking about, Captain? Are you suggesting that we station Calpheon's army within our borders?
Accept the disbandment order first. It will prove to Calpheon that we have no allegiance to the heretics. And then, before Calpheon's forces march into Serendia for a full-scale investigation, Alfonso, the adventurer, and I must locate the base of those bastards and put an end to them for good.
Lady Jarrett, Captain Cliff's judgment is sound. Should Calpheon uncover any hint of heresy, Serendia would once again fall victim to the atrocities of war. Surely such an outcome is far from your desires.
Damn it! I don't understand a word of what any of you are saying. It seems like I have to shoulder some responsibility as well.
Silence! Have you forgotten what those Calpheon bastards did to me? You dare ask me to call in those soldiers again?
My lady!
Lady Jarrett!
Would the Grand Chamberlain truly accept that? A man who took great pains to raise an army just to strike at Calpheon? It won't be easy.
Is this true? Alfonso, did you know? Why didn't you say anything to me?
It's true, Jen. Captain, Cliff. If you had known, you would have marched to Heidel with the handful of troops you had. It's one thing for me to cross him. I've some degree of sovereignty. But to defy your leader and commander could brand you a traitor.
If it's true, we're dealing with a far graver issue. I knew the Grand Chamberlain has been up to something. Yet, if he is now bracing for a war with Calpheon, who knows what he'll do when he feels cornered?
It seems there's no time left to lose. We must take action now. Adventurer, go to the council chamber immediately and keep an eye on the Grand Chamberlain. The Shadow Knights approach him now. You're the only one who can stop them. Please. We'll persuade Lady Jarrett. Hurry!
Adventurer, please save him. I beg you. You're the only one. The only one I can trust now.
The Shadow Knights approach him now. You're the only one who can stop them. Please.
Your Grace, you've seen it for yourself. The foundations that Medea built itself upon.
Yes, Grand Chamberlain. I know it well.
Then why do you hesitate? Your Grace, why do you think Calpheon took over Serendia? Black crystals. The black crystals. It's because of those black crystals. Reclaiming the rights to the black crystals will allow Serendia to prosper once more. We can welcome back the days of glorious splendor.
Grand Chamberlain, I am terrified.
You must remain resolute. The taxes are only temporary measures. If we can reclaim rights to the Black Crystal business, we can return the taxes to the people.
But how can we claim victory against Calpheon?
We have already completed the initial trials. If we supply harpies, sawnills, and trolls with pure black crystals, they will provide ample distraction for Delphi and Trina Knights. If we seize that opportunity, we can take the Chief Counselor's head.
Isn't it all too obvious? They've already seen right through you.
Already? What is this? Sir Edmund? What are you doing here?
Glory to the sunlight upon the eagle's feathers, Your Grace.
Speak.
I will be extraditing the Grand Chamberlain Jordine Ducasse to Calpheon.
Bastard, how dare you!
I'm sorry, Grand Chamberlain. I was fearful.
Your Grace!
Sir Jordine, you'd be wise to come quietly. You must stand trial before the Calpheon court. The trial will be fair, and if found innocent, Calpheon will compensate Serendia properly.
My fate does not end here. Not like this. This calls for a change of plan.
As I suspected, the Shadow Knights! You're the one who... Quickly! Execute the traitor of Calpheon! At once!
Sir Edmund, this isn't what you promised.
Where is he? Jordine.
Somebody please help!
Adventurer, you too. I truly believed you'd understand. Your Grace, there's no turning back now. Rest assured, you and the Lady Jarette will not be harmed.
Jordine, why on earth are you doing this?
For the glory, for the splendor of Serendia.
Jordine!
Adventurer, what in the world happened? Sir Edmund? Impossible! A knight of the Callous Parliament was used as a pawn? This is absurd!
Father! Father! Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Get away!
Oh, Your Grace, please, pull yourself together. Oh, good grief. His Grace's condition is... Wait! Did you say Jordine disappeared with the Shadow Knights? Adventurer, head to where you first witnessed Jordine with the Shadow Knights. That watchtower. There's said to be a secret chamber beneath it. Master Alustin believes that to be their headquarters. We must stop them. All has been set in motion. Bear witness. The mark of darkness shall descend upon us. We shall emerge from the depths of this. Finally comes to us. Before the Almighty, the King of Hexa has returned! Jardine, you finally succumbed to the darkness?
Ah, of course. I always knew it would come to this. Come at me. Cross me, and I'll strike you down. Seems I need more time to get accustomed to this body. Meldor.
Take cover!
Jardine.
That damn Jardine! To the very end! Does he not realize this path leads only to ruin? Jerry must be worried. Let's head back to Heidel for now, adventurer.
Protector of Serendia. I have been awaiting your return. More importantly, her ladyship is waiting. Would you kindly follow me?
Adventurer, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? Father, he's been bedridden all this time. The shock has caused him great pain. What if Sir Jordine, you didn't kill him, did you? Al, tell me it's not true. He was your friend, wasn't he? Oh, what am I supposed to do? Oh.
Jerry, dry your eyes. I'm here for you.
Adventurer, can you spare a moment to speak? As the protector of Serendia, I believe you must be kept abreast of the current situation. As you can see, His Grace is not in good health. Lady Jarette will soon take her father's place. Alfonso will step in to fill Jordine's vacancy, and my old bones are left to deal with the remaining imps. So the most important task now falls to you. Will you hear me out? According to Master Alustin, your destiny leads you down this path, even without me asking. Stop Jordine. No, stop Belmorn. It's a shameless request, but you are the only one to whom I can entrust this task. Lady Isabel will continue to assist you. She is one of the few nobles of Calpheon who still stands with Serendia. He was once my protege, so I cannot bring myself to ask you to end his life. Yet, I will respect any decision you make.
Adventurer, if you find him, tell him that I await him still. And as for you, proud protector of Serendia, we have prepared a place for you here to call home. When the road of adventure wears you thin, you can always find respite and comfort here with us. Adventurer, thank you for protecting Serendia. Adventurer, thank you for protecting Serendia. Yes, how can I ever forget him? I just hope that everything returns to how it once was. He left all on his own, intending to shoulder everything by himself. I feel so sorry for him. I will embrace him for an eternity if he returns, even if it means giving up everything I have. Adventurer, thank you for protecting Serendia. Calpheon is preparing for the election of Chief Counselor. If the administration changes, the political landscape will surely shift. To unify the divided public opinion, it's quite likely they'll use Jordine as a pretext to crush Serendia once again. The most favorable outcome would be for Enrique and Karosha, a known ally of Serendia, to take the seat. But the odds of that are slim. Please stop Sir Jordine and prevent the situation from worsening. I will do what I can from here. Adventurer.
Warm greetings to you, protector of Serendia. First and foremost, we must prove that there's no connection between the Shadow Knights and the Duke of Serendia. In order to do that, your role is of utmost importance. Please, lend us your aid. If Jordine falls into Calpheon's hands, A blood-stained blade will be aimed at Serendia next. Warm greetings to you.
It feels like I'm meeting an old friend, adventurer. I was their swordsmanship master when they were boys. During the Calphian War, they were my most trusted subordinates. As soon as they enlisted, things began to take a turn for the better. Soon we had our enemies' backs against the wall. They were really remarkable lads. If it weren't for Roxanne, that sordid wench, victory would have been ours. It feels like I'm meeting an...
Adventurer, never forget your strength, your resilience. It is my estimation that the Shadow Knights likely tried to make contact with you. Am I wrong? Perhaps they deliberately wanted you to interact with a high-purity black crystal simply to observe the reaction. When they sensed your power, they might have mistakenly assumed that Belmorn had awoken. Once they realized you were not, in fact, Belmorn, they likely began their actual preparations for his resurrection. You found an empty relic with Eden and Yaz, correct? That likely was their handiwork. It has been nearly a decade since the star fell upon the ancient stone chamber. Our paths are destined to cross again. I look forward to seeing just how you grow. Adventurer, never forget your strength, your resilience. Regrettably, the Duke of Serendia has yet to rise from his... The shock must have been great indeed.